my artists. We're going to continue our value unit, and I know that it seems like a lot of practice, but that's what artists do. They practice their skills, and you guys are at the point where you're building your skills. So I'm very proud of you for practicing and building, and we're going to continue on that. So this week, you guys are going to get this value scale paper. Now, if you don't have a printer or ink, you are allowed to draw this. If you feel like you would be more successful, then just take a picture of it and email it to me. You are also allowed to complete this on the computer, except it is a little bit harder on the computer. Now, before I start to show you how to do this, I want to explain some things to you. You guys have all taken tests at this point in your life, and every time you take a test, they ask you to make sure that you have a number 2 pencil. And that is for a reason. Even though all these pencils right here look the same, they're not. If you see under the number 2, it says HB on the pencil. They're different gradients of value. So HB is actually exactly in the middle of the scale. I don't have all the pencils here in my collection, but to this side, the light side, are H pencils. So it goes from H to 1H to 2H to 3H to 4H all the way up to 6. Then on this side of the HB is the B pencils. And again, that goes from B to 1B all the way up to 6B. Now, the H you can think of like hard, that the lead inside the pencil is hard, and the B you can think of like brittle, meaning soft. So you can get different marks and different values in your artwork by using all of these different pencils. I'm not going to require you to do that, but I wanted you to know that they exist, and that's how professional artists get the quality and variance that they do in their artwork. You can see on my examples here how I can get really dark down here at the bottom and along the edges to kind of create those shadows with the value. Those are done with the B pencils. And this is exactly what I want you guys to practice on your value sheet. I want you to make this circle look like this sphere. I want you to make this cube look like this cube. Okay, and this cone look like a cone and not a flat shape. So you are going to use your pencil. I'll let you do it in pen as well, if that is what you have at your home, to make your marks. Now, some pointers. Even though that edge is drawn for you on here, you can see that it's not dark or black. It is in a light gray. You don't ever want your edges like this to show when you're creating value in a pencil drawing, or like this. That also shows me that someone wasn't holding the pencil right, okay? We're not writing letters, we're drawing. So your pencil should be far out in your hand, okay? And it should be loose. You should not be like this, okay? That's for writing. When you're like this, it gives you more movement than this. Okay, so you want nice, soft movements as you're shading your value into your space. This, if you're holding like this and you put that mark on the paper, that literally digs into the paper. And if you took an eraser, look, so now my eraser marked my paper and I have a mark in my paper. You don't want to do that to your paper. So again, draw light so you get it right. You can see this little gradient value that I put there. If you need to practice them to the side, that's fine. So then that way you can get this movement back and forth, nice and soft, And the more that you go, the darker it would get. And then you let off your pressure as you come up. So then it's nice and gradient from light to dark. So this is some advanced stuff, and I believe that you guys can totally do this. Okay, so don't take your time. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Don't rush, take your time. And I can't wait to see you create your values from dark to light in your sphere, cube, and cone. Don't forget to put your name on things and email me if you need any help.